Goku though?
These might be the most infamous words spoken by DBZ diehards across the globe. Yo, Dante here, and today we're going to be taking a look at exactly how Light Yagami could use the Death Note to kill Goku. Some think it can't be done, including the Swag Kage himself.
One question a lot of people understandably want answered is, could the Death Note kill Goku? Could it kill Superman? And, well, if we just take the rules of the Death Note at face value, then that means that an owner of the notebook like Light Yagami wouldn't be able to kill Goku, Superman, Mr. Krabs, Sonic the Hedgehog, Godzilla, etc.
However, by the end of this video, I think you'll agree with me that Light Yagami could kill Goku whenever he pleased. Alright, so let's get some things out of the way. For those of you who don't know, Goku is a universal level alien from the planet Vegeta who can obliterate planets by sneezing. Light, on the other hand, is a 17-year-old high school student whose maximum bench press is probably less than 145 pounds. At this point, you might be thinking, how could Light possibly beat Goku? Well, the answer is a little something called the Death Note. The Death Note is a tricky little notebook that has plenty of rules to it. But among them, the most important one is, the human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. Throughout his series, Light uses this Death Note to kill thousands of criminals in an effort to become God of the New World. But could he use it to kill Goku should he pose a threat to his aforementioned godship? And well, the answer is yes, but not in the way you might think. Ironically enough, we know that Goku is actually super susceptible to heart attacks. That was more or less the entire plot of the Cell Saga. But there's one little issue here. Goku's not human. The Death Note goes out of its way to clarify that it only works on humans. But what if I told you Light had a very easy workaround for this? Here's exactly what Light would need to write in the Death Note in order for Goku to die. Son Chi-Chi, furious that Goku would rather spend more time with his training partner Vegeta than he would at home with his wife and child, decides to plunge a knife into Goku's heart in the middle of his sleep. Devastated by what she's done, she decides to commit suicide afterwards. Don't think this will work? Let me show you. Chi-Chi is human, so we know that she can be affected by the power of the Death Note. But the main question here is, can Goku die from being stabbed? The Cell Game saga makes it pretty clear that if Goku's heart is destroyed, then he'll die along with it. But now you're probably thinking that, would Chi-Chi even be able to pierce his skin should she attempt to stab him? And the answer here is also yes. DBZ has established multiple times that Goku's actual skin doesn't grant him any real protection. The reason he's able to tank multi-universal level hits is because of his key aura. In this Dragon Ball Super episode, Goku gets taken down by a single laser blast. Proof that he is not as invincible as people think. But allow me to offer you a better example. In this scene, Goku feels genuine pain from Krillin throwing a rock at Goku's head whilst unconscious. I think from this, it's safe to say that Chi-Chi, via knife, laser, or otherwise, could kill Goku if compelled to. As I said before, Chi-Chi, being full human, would be completely powerless to the power of the Death Note. And Light, being the tricky son of a bitch that he is, would no doubt devise this plan even quicker than I did. Now, there is one little issue here. Rule 10. Rule 10 of the Death Note states that whether the cause of the individual's death is either suicide or an accident, if it would lead to the death of more than one intended victim, the person will simply die of a heart attack. This is to ensure that other lives are not impacted. Now, some might argue that this would render this plan inoperable. However, I think we need to define life in this scenario. We established earlier that the Death Note only applies to humans. We also established that Goku is not human. So logically, it's safe to say that this rule would not apply to the scenario I outlined above. Otherwise, we'd also have to assume that this rule also prevents animals, plants, and even bacteria from being harmed, which is neither logically nor thematically consistent with what we've seen in the show. So no, Rule 10 is not a problem at all.
I've won. Exactly as planned.
But what do you think? Did I miss anything? If so, let me know in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, ciao.